This is Fight Fans Radio.
What's up? Welcome to the BJJ Addict Radio. This is Real DWC, and unfortunately, Jerowell P is unable to do the show with me today due to the fact that I am traveling. I'm out in Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario, Canada. You guys look that up. It's pretty north, pretty frosty and cold out here. But he did have something to say, and you guys for sure will know it's from Jerowell. So he said, what did one bean say to the other? Answer, how you been? Insert laugh right now, guys. So I know it's a bad joke, but maybe you guys like it. Check out Jer's Facebook, by the way. If you're friends with him, you know he's famous for posting pretty wacky and funny comments. So it's always a wicked thing. Also, we have a lot going on. We have Facebook for Fight Fans Radio, BJJ Addict Radio. We just posted some new photos up from the Montreal grappling tournament that just happened this past weekend. And let me tell you right now, guys, it was unbelievable the level of talent that showed up for the purple, brown, black 168 division. I was there live. It was unbelievable to see some of this competition. Real grappling fans appreciate. I think the purple belt level sometimes is even better than what we see out there. Sometimes due to the fact that they have so much to go for, and it doesn't matter if they lose an advantage or a point, or if they win or lose. They're just going out and competing at at full tilt. So it's still really cool to see. Also, the Europeans happened, the IBJJF Europeans. Man, I don't know if you guys caught out on the results or seen some of the matches, but Keenan Cornelius went out and destroyed his weight class and won absolute. And his match with the Mao brothers is out there, and wow, phenomenal. The new modern jiu-jitsu, they call it, new school stuff. It was phenomenal. Crazy match. Johnny Grippo, shout out to him, a past guest. He got silver against one of the brothers, and his match is up online too if you guys want to check it out. And that was crazy too. Very modern, a lot of beer and bolos, back takes. Very even match, it came down to, I believe, the ref's decision, and they picked it for the Mao brother. But man, if you look at these matches, you got to have some serious grip strength to be able to last one of these rounds at that pace. So everyone out there, if you want to grapple like that, I guarantee you're going to have to get some grip strength for sure. Who else, man? Past guest Kenneth Brown, he actually is the man with a great website in jiu-jitsu also. He actually placed gold out in the Europeans, and there's someone else that's been on the show that placed, but I can't think of it right now. It slipped my mind. But anyways, everyone who went out there and did their thing, the first big tournament of the year, unbelievable. It was quite cool, all the matches that I've seen. And also the World Pro Trials were in San Diego, so I got to see a match. The guy hit a baseball choke, or an S-choke, they call it a baseball choke, I believe, from the bottom. And, it was wicked to see someone nail this move. Also, because I just watched a clip the day before from a gentleman, I can't remember his name at the moment, but I watched his instructional on how to do it, And then I'm sitting here watching the match, and like, bam, there's this move that this guy was showing, and it was pretty damn cool to see this move, because someone on top felt like they're dominating or they're passing, and the next thing you know, they're tapping from a choke. So that was pretty phenomenal. Shout out also to anybody who's went over and obviously liked our Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channels, Fight Fans Radio, BJJ Addict, BJJ Addict Radio. We got a new video out right now, actually, if you guys want to check that out. It's with a man named Paul Schreiner. He's a BJJ black belt out at Marcelo Garcia's, and he shows something so simple but often overlooked or even thought of. Any real person passionate about the sport, loving details, they'll love this video. If you just type in BJJ Radio, I'm sure you'll find that clip. Man, it is great. It's on getting the underhook, and basically it saves you from getting swept if you pick up this small detail. Wicked stuff. So that's been really good, and I appreciate everyone hitting us up on. Anyone here wants to sponsor myself as a competitor, as a person on the radio or TV or YouTube channel, or if you want to help out the company, BJJ Addict Radio, or our main partner, Josh, who does subtext management, Jer, even Fight Fans Radio. If you guys hearing this and you want to help out or interested in maybe we could work together, just send me an email, bjjaddicttv@gmail.com. That's bjjaddicttv@gmail.com. And there's tons of opportunities to do that and get your name out there to a specific target audience, young males and females. Now it's blowing up in the women's divisions. So, I mean, we're out there, our faces are everywhere. You want to get a shirt rocked, hit us up, bjjaddicttv@gmail.com. Visit our website, bjjaddictradio.com. And that's all the plugs I got for those things. But seriously, we'll be more than happy to represent. We're hard workers, and we love, working with other companies. So let's get on that, make 2013 even better, and, spread jiu-jitsu together. Tonight's guest will be Bruno Amaral, a BJJ black belt right from Boston. He represents BTT Boston. And by the way, in Boston, if you're in that area, there's not as many schools directly in the Boston area as you would think, being such a well-known city. But let me tell you, Boston BTT, they're running that city, doing a lot of big things, and he's right up there. And we're gonna find out a lot more about him, how he deals with being a coach as well as a competitor, and obviously what his goals are for the 2013 year, or season, as a lot of the competitors call it. Also, go answer some questions. We ask questions every day on our Twitter. It's at the BJJ Addict, or at BJJ Addict Radio, at Fight Fans Radio. Get in on the conversations we ask every day. A lot of good stuff going on. So, don't be shy. We'll respond to you if we can, and we'll have a great topics going. Actually, Renato Laraj, 27-time Mundial champion, was on our Facebook talking with us too, answering questions about who he wanted to train with. Of course, he picked himself, considering the man is so masterful and got his black belt in one day. So, obviously he picked himself, but it was cool that he even took time to talk to little guys like us. So that's pretty cool. And coming up on the show this year, I'm telling you right now, I don't want to give away too much, but we got a lot of people that you wouldn't even expect, and I guarantee you'll enjoy these guests. And some names that you do recognize. We're mixing it up a lot more this year, and we're going to not stack it as much, so people get the proper recognition that they deserve. Enough about me rambling on, just in a monologue that I've never done before, so hopefully it wasn't too bad on your ears. And let's give Bruno a call and start this wonderful interview. No dead air. I'll talk during the ringing, folks, so you don't be like, and here we go. It's ringing.
Hello.
Hello, is this Bruno?
Yes, this is Bruno. How are you?
I'm great. This is David, and you're live on BJJ Addict Radio.
Hey, Dave. How you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you, my friend?
I'm pretty good, yeah. Enjoying the winter.
I hear you. We got horrible roads right now.
I know. Can imagine.
So what is a typical day for you? Can you run us through what you've been up to so far?
I'm sorry, say it again?
What's a typical day for yourself anyways? Can you run us through what you've been up to so far?
Yeah, the schools?
Yeah.
Yeah. I teach like in two. I'm head instructor of two academies right here in the Boston area. So I'm like teaching every day, every night. Busy.
Yeah. How do actually, before I ask this question, let's just go back. How did you get started in jiu-jitsu?
Well, when I started jiu-jitsu, I was 9 years old in Brazil, but the gym was like too far from my house, away from my house, and my parents couldn't take me to the school, so I had to stop. And then when I was 15 years old, they kind of opened a school right next to my house, and then I started training over there when I was 15. So it's been like 15 years right now I've been training jiu-jitsu.
Wow. And when you came to America, you always been part of BTT, I assume?
Yes, I was under the Carson Grace School in Brazil.
Okay.
And then when I came to the U.S., my uncle, Bruno Amaral, he's the head instructor of the Brazilian top team Boston. And then from that date, I'm being representing the Brazilian top team since 2009.
Okay. How does it affect you when you came over here and you've already have a relative like your uncle doing jiu-jitsu? Did that help your game evolve even more?
Oh, yeah, of course. I have like a higher levels trainers and competitors at BTT Boston. So it's been great that they've been helping me a lot, especially João and Daniel Gazzone. He's an instructor at Brazilian top team Boston too, so they've been helping me a lot. We have like a good competitors over there, good guys, good trainers.
Amazing. So what is coming up on 2013 for you? Do you have a lot of competitions lined up, or are you focusing more on being an instructor?
I kind of half and a half. I really like to compete a lot, but it's hard to train, like to train hard and teach as well. But I've been trying to kind of balance the teaching and the training. So I mostly train during the day and teaching during the night. So I have like this year, have like next month, the beginning of March, the Boston Open, and like so many tournaments around the world.
You are doing the Boston Open though?
Yes, for sure. I will do the Boston Open.
What is it about Boston that draws such big competitions there? I went to the IBJJF last summer, and I mean, people from all over came to Boston. It was one of the best tournaments I ever got to watch as a spectator.
Right.
So, I was going to ask you something. Hold on, sorry. About coaching and teaching students, how much has that helped your game?
Since I started teaching, it helped me like a lot because teaching, you have to teach like a right way the details about the position, the right position, the balance. So to teach, you have to know what because I don't want to teach to my students like the wrong way to do the position or something like that. So it's been helping me a lot teaching, especially like I have like students over here that have been like doing positions, and then I teach the details, and then I go over the position, then I have to pay attention like all the details, and then from there I start paying attention more about the details of the position, like the grips, the balance, the everything, the hips. So it helps a lot.
Yeah. For someone just getting into the sport, we all been there. It's a hard time. You're getting tapped out by every student in the academy, or you don't think you're getting better. What advice can you give someone in this situation?
Just say it again, please. Say it again. That's again.
For someone that's having a hard time starting off and never being able to get better,
Right.
they want to quit.
Right.
What do you tell somebody like that?
I like to. I have like a few students that they usually ask me about this. I used to tell them, be patient, time on the mat. You gotta train. You gotta dedicate yourself. It's an art. It's like a school. It's like a college. You go to college. You gotta do the position. You gotta study. You gotta read about your sport, the art. You gotta train. You gotta ask as much as you can. Ask and try to understand it. It's not about the strength. It's all about the leverage. It's all about the hips. So you gotta train. You gotta ask. You gotta train with the higher ranks. That's gonna help. I used to train with my students, especially like the biggest guy, and I said, look, I'm gonna train with you, but forget about the strength and let me guide the train. And from there, they kind of start understanding the arts, and start understanding the jiu-jitsu. So I think it's been helping a lot of students over here.
Nice. Do you find you have to compete to actually get better at the sport, or can you still evolve without ever doing a tournament?
Just repeat a little bit, please. Can you repeat, please?
Yeah. Can you get better as a student without ever competing in a tournament?
Yes, but not. I think the competition is gonna improve your game a lot. Competing, you gotta compete if you wanna learn, even just for having fun. You don't have to like to get crazy about tournament. Just to learn about your technique. If you compete like at least 3-4 times a year, you're gonna improve your game like a lot competing. But of course, if you don't like competing, just want to train, of course you're gonna learn too. But sometimes you're gonna learn like a little bit faster. Just suggest you guys to compete. Competition is awesome.
Nice. When you first started, you said it was about 15 years ago.
Yeah.
Who were some of your favorite people in jiu-jitsu then?
Hello?
Hey, sorry about that. We must have got disconnected for a second. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Perfect. I was saying, when you started around 15 years ago, who were some of your favorite people that did jiu-jitsu?
When I started, I used to watch the UFC a lot, and from there, the Rice Gracie, when he won the first 3 of the UFCs, and then I used to have him like the man, the Rice Gracie, and from there like Vitor Belfort, like Marcelo Garcia, like from the. Right now, I kind of like the Roger Grace. So it's kind of so many competitors, so many athletes. I can't say like so many names right now.
Yeah, of course. So,
yeah.
What are some goals that you want to accomplish before you stop competing totally? What is something you have to get done?
My goal before I stop competing?
Yes.
Well, In 2011, I won the trials, the Abu Dhabi trials in Canada, Montreal.
Yeah.
And then I went to Abu Dhabi. I didn't do very well over there. I lost the second fight. But I think the most of athletes wants to be the world champion, the black belt world champion. I think if I'll be able to get there, I think I'll be really happy to be the world champion.
Nice.
Yeah.
Do you find that your mind changes when you compete, or did you always have such a way of dealing with competition that it doesn't bother you? I'm asking if you get nervous still.
No, I think everybody get nervous. You know, it's a good feeling. Like you feel like the adrenaline. You feel like it's a good way to test yourself. Like I said, you're not just I want to win the competition. No, just to go over there, jump in, and feel the adrenaline. You gotta test yourself, because sometimes just train with the teammates. You don't know how you improve in the game. So by competing, you can see your level, if you're getting better, if you're kind of stuck a little. But I always change my mind, you know. I always learn, like, every tournament I learn like a different way, different position. But so I'm always changing my mind about positions. So it's good. Competing is pretty awesome.
Yeah. Speaking of positions, what are some of your favorite things to do? What are you known for?
I'm sorry, say it again?
What are you known for? What are your favorite positions or go-to moves or sweeps?
I'm a really old school jiu-jitsu. Like, I love basics. You know, I like all these fancy positions like De La Riva, the berimbolo, you know, the fancy sweeps when they get in the back. Of course, like, it's awesome position, but I'm really like a basic BJJ basics. I love basics. I love playing guard, and I really like sweeps from spider guard. That's what I like to play.
Nice. To people out there that are, you know, they always want to do the fancy stuff. I fall victim to that also. But how important are the basics and the fundamentals?
The fundamentals, it's like I usually talk to my students, look, pay attention. They always want to learn like sweeps from De La Riva, fancy sweeps from open guard, and I go like, you gotta learn how to walk first. If you don't know how to walk, you can't run. So that's why I use basics a lot. From the basics, you're gonna get the momentum, you're gonna get the specific position to do like a fancy sweeps from De La Riva. But if you don't know how to walk, you can't run. So that's why I stick with the basics, BJJ basics. I love basics.
Nice. Are you involved outside of the sport of teaching and competing? Do you referee? Do you run any tournaments?
No.
You know, that side of the sport.
Just like we usually do like twice a year in-house tournaments, but it's not. That's it. Nothing more than that.
Okay.
I like teaching a lot.
Yeah. What is it about teaching that's so appealing to you?
Say it again.
What do you love the most about teaching?
It's a good feeling. It's a weird feeling because I feel like proud of myself when I've been teaching the students. Like after 1 year, they kind of understand the game. They kind of doing the position that I've been showing like all along the year. They've been learning. Sometimes when you go train with them, they kind of apply the position that you taught them against you. So that's amazing. That's awesome. Like the body and everything. It's awesome. It's a good feeling.
Yeah. Do you yourself ever use tools like YouTube or instructional DVDs to learn, or do you not have to do that considering you have a lot
No,
of people to train with.
No, I think it's always good to be like to keep it to watch like DVD, to watch YouTube, because I don't like when like beginners watch YouTube, because like I said before, sometimes they don't know how to walk and then they try to run. So, but I like talking about like a higher rank, like brown belts, black belts. It's good to watch because you're always learning something. You're always looking. You always see something different. Sometimes nothing that you don't know, but you see like a lot of variations from there. So it's awesome to watch videos. I love special fights. I love watch fights, like matches.
Yeah, speaking of fights,
I'm sorry?
have you ever done an MMA fight?
No. I kind of basically I'm not really a fan of MMA. I like to watch, but I don't like competing. It's kind of tough. Yeah.
Does it make you sad as a fan of the sport when high-level people go over to MMA and we don't get to watch them compete anymore in jiu-jitsu?
Uh-huh.
Does that make you sad or like?
Oh, of course, yeah. There are like so many good guys doing MMA, and they don't do like. I think it's all about the money, because so many guys doing MMA and they don't compete jiu-jitsu anymore. That makes me sad, yes.
Yeah. Right now, speaking of MMA, who is your favorite fighter in the MMA?
I like I said before about the Victor. I like him a lot. Not just as a competitor, but like as a person. I like his attitudes. I like him a lot. He's a very religious guy. I like Victor Belfort.
Yeah, I can't believe after all of these years he's still looking unbelievable.
I know. His last fight was like amazing. He was like so focused. It's awesome.
Yeah, it was unbelievable.
Yeah.
And there's the old Carlson Gracie guy also. So.
Who said again?
I said he's a old school like Carlson Gracie guy where you started. So it's pretty cool.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Sorry about that. Who do you think has the best jiu-jitsu in MMA right now?
The best jiu-jitsu in MMA?
Yeah.
It's hard to say that because like most of them like to strike. They just like to take down and strike. I see like so many beginners like they fight undercard doing like a good ground game. But I think Damian Maia, he's the guy that like really applies jiu-jitsu in MMA. He's really like a jiu-jitsu guy. He doesn't like to strike. He likes ground game. So
I agree with you. Damian Maia is one of my favorite fighters. Period. So
yeah, he's pretty amazing.
Yeah. Sorry. Do you yourself ever teach seminars to the public or travel around giving seminars by any chance?
Yeah. I teach seminars, around the world, everything, yeah.
So when you teach a seminar, what is the one thing you try to leave with somebody?
Say it again. What is what?
What is something you try to leave with them or understand by the time they're done training with you in a seminar?
Like I said, the basics, right? When I teach a seminar, so they keep asking, like they always want to ask me like, how to do like, I don't know. Let's use for example the berimbolo, right?
Yeah.
From the La Riva. So they like to keep like, especially the beginners, the beginner levels. So they like to ask about that a lot. And then I always stick with the basics. Wait, okay, so you want to do like a sweep from the La Riva? I ask him from like, I don't know, from whatever position. Try to set up like a really basic position from there, try to get to the La Riva. Sometimes they don't know. So really go like, really go over over the basics and try to explain to them like don't try to do fence position if you don't know how to do the basics.
That makes a lot of sense to me.
I'm sorry.
If someone wants to contact you for a seminar, how do they go about this?
Just go on my website. It's my first name and my last name, BJJ, Bruno Amaral, BJJ.com.
Okay.
That's all my information right there.
Nice. Do you have any sponsors or anyone that you want to give a shout out now that you're on air?
Say that again?
Do you have any sponsors or anyone that helps you out that you want to
Yes.
thank?
I use the Rev Gear. I have the sponsorship from that Rev Gear.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
That's nice. What is the hardest match you've ever had in a tournament?
When I fought the finals against Lucas Lepre, the Pan Am's no gi, that kid's pretty strong. He's pretty good. He's very technical too. So I think it was a very good match against Lucas Lepre from Alliance.
Yeah, when you see your opponent across from you, and it's someone like Lucas Lep, does that faze you a bit, considering he's one of the more well-known people in the sport?
So, can you ask me again, please?
Does it ever faze you when it's someone across from you that's pretty well-known in BJJ? They're kind of famous. Does it faze you, or are you nervous to face someone like Lucas Lepre, or is it like...
No, because I think when you step on the mat, and face each other, it's like there's nothing about that. He's not gonna do like anything about that you don't know. So I think it's like a half and a half. It really depends how you prepare yourself right after the tournament. If you like really mental and physically prepared to compete, I think there's no way to stay like nervous or afraid or something else like that.
Nice. When you're getting ready for a competition, and it comes time for doing live rounds or grappling, should you roll with your partner or friend like it is a tournament already?
Yes. Competition training, yeah, we do a lot competition training. But I like to push like the month, 3 weeks, a month before, because I don't like to train hard all the time, like pushing hard, because sometimes you're gonna get hurt or you're gonna hurt your friend. But when you do like competition training, especially like same level, I like to go like tournament, like competition style.
Nice. Speaking of tournament and competition style, that plays very heavy on points, and every advantage counts. Lately, there's been this submissions only movement. How do you feel about subs only?
About submissions only?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the principle of a jiu-jitsu, right? Submissions only. I like this style, but talking about competition, you can't do like this because like some matches go like over 30 minutes, so they're gonna stay inside the stage like forever. So we have to divide by points and by minutes to decide who's gonna win. But I love the idea of doing the submissions only, because you don't have to worry about getting swept or putting yourself like in a bad position, because it's always a way to escape from that position. I like this style.
Nice. If you could train with one person, like like a dream training with, who would this person be?
I think I would love to train with Marcelo Garcia.
Yeah, That's everyone's number one pick. He is something else for sure.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, he's very technical. He doesn't use like a lot of strength. He's very technical. He's all about leverage. His hips. He's pretty awesome. He moves very well.
What is the best seminar you've ever been to?
There was like a lot of seminars. I like the seminars that Toquinho, the Jose Mapahars, used to run in over here in Boston. He did it twice. That guy is pretty awesome with the leg locks, and he knows like so many things from the guard to the place that I like to play.
Nice. Leg locks. Are you a fan of them?
I'm sorry, say it again?
Leg locks. Are you a fan of them?
I'm not really a fan, but it's a plus. It's always a plus, especially to hold. You gotta be. When you have like a really tight fight, it's always like a plus. You use leg locks, straight for locks, and toe holds. It's good.
So, just because you don't use them that much, you don't. You still learn everything, correct?
Oh yeah, always. You learn every day. Every day you learn something new.
So, how important is it for a grappler coming into the purple belt level? The leg lock scenes coming on, no gi especially. How important is it for someone not to neglect it just because they don't want to do leg locks?
But say it again. So what was the question again?
If someone doesn't enjoy doing leg locks, how important is it for them to still learn everything about the legs and stuff?
I don't like to go straight to if I'm teaching a class, I don't like to go like over leg locks like at all. I like to I like to teach with drills, and from drills they do positions, and always from the position the variations. So like we were practicing this morning today, the variation from the arm bar to the knee bar. There's something like I like to keep involved like all the positions, all the drills, and from there getting like the opportunities to get the knee bars, the opportunities to get the locks, but always keeping attacking like the body at all, like all the joints and everything.
Nice. Yeah, you just merge it all together.
Yep.
Nice. That's a smart way of drilling, I think.
Yeah.
What is the biggest change that you've seen over the course of 15 years in BJJ?
I think it's about I think everybody's talking about the La Riva sweep going towards the back to the berimbolo. But I don't like to watch like the match like that. I saw the absolute finals in European brown belts, the Keenan Cornelian against the Miao, the brothers, and both of them like set, and then they were holding legs and try to do the berimbolo, getting underneath. I think it's of course you win a lot of, if you can win a lot of tournaments by doing that game, but I don't know, you don't see like so many things where you don't see like a nice arm bar, a nice passing guard, a nice neon belly. So I don't know. It's good to win tournaments, but I don't like the game.
I hear you. Did you happen to watch the Masters and Seniors Worlds that passed last year?
No, I haven't. I didn't watch it.
Well, that was pretty cool because everyone in there doesn't play anything like what they call modern jiu-jitsu. And it was pretty nice to see a whole other
awesome
style.
Especially if you watch him, and it's awesome. You learn a lot.
Yeah. How that's what I was going to ask, actually. Someone who obviously competes or does classes, how important is it to know about the history of the sport and actually watch competitions?
I think it's very important because I know people that they've been training jiu-jitsu for a while, let's say about like 5 years, and like some of them, they don't know about the rules, they don't know about the history, they don't know about anything. And then it's funny because of the last year, the belt promotion, my uncle was asking about the rules and the history and about everything. And then nobody was like answered like a good, the right answer. And then he went like, man, you're doing your sport, and you don't know about the rules. You don't know about the history. You know about the football rules. You know about the basketball rules, and then you not even play football. You not even play basketball. How you gotta learn about the history, about your sport that you're being learned, that you're being practiced. It's very important. You gotta go over everything.
I agree. I think that's crazy when, or you ask people who their favorite competitors are, and they can't even name 3 people.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate. But hopefully people hear this and they go look back, get a history lesson for sure.
Yeah.
Before we let you go, can you tell people some of the best advice you've ever received?
Can you say it again, please?
What is some of the best advice that you have ever received?
Step on the mat, be patient, leave your ego outside of the mat, ask a lot of questions, and train, and be patient. You're gonna learn. Once you're able to leave your ego outside of the gym, you're gonna learn a lot.
Nice. That's great advice. I actually got one more. Sorry about this. I was wondering if you've ever watched jiu-jitsu and you're looking at someone you really admire and you're thinking that your game is perfect to just basically beat them in a match. Is there any dream match that you would like to have?
No, I don't think it's like dream match. Like every tournament you go like against good guys. We have like a lot of good competitors. I think like if I start like saying names, I'm gonna go like, let's say Rodolfo Vieira. I would love to fight against him just to feel the pressure, to feel his strength, and to feel his power. He's too strong. His game is very, very basics. I like his game a lot because he passes, he gets the side control, he mounts, and from there he chokes, he gets the arm. Like that's the jiu-jitsu that I really love to watch.
Yeah, Rodolfo Vieira is absolutely crazy. He's so good.
Yeah, his game is awesome.
Yeah. So, last thing, how can people get a hold of you, train with you, your academy, like that you teach at? Let's get that in there before we let go of you.
Say it again, please.
The school that you teach at, all that, like how could they get a hold and find out more?
Yeah, like I said, you can go to my Facebook, like Bruno Amaral BJJ. You can go to my website, brunoamaralbjj.com. There are all my information right there, like my contacts, my emails, everything right there. They schedule about the schools, where these schools is. So
Perfect.
everything right there. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much. I'm gonna let you go now, and it was a pleasure speaking with you. And I'm sure we'll bump into each other at one tournament.
Okay, thank you very much. It's my pleasure, and thank you for the opportunity.
Oh, no problem. Thank you. It was great talking.
Thank you.
Okay, bye.
Regular. Bye-bye.
All right, guys. So remember, next week we have another brand new episode, like we do every Tuesday, live at 7 p.m. Next week's guest will be a secret. I'm not telling you, but February's stacked, and let me tell you, I think March is going to be the biggest month. I'm predicting the biggest month that we will have for radio history. That's pretty bold statement to say. We've had some good months, but I think March is going to be the biggest month. A shocker. So huge episode. Raging Fightwear, the company Raging. We have a giveaway with them still coming up. We'll give you more details next week if it is not already happening. So stay tuned for that. Remember to go like all our social medias, and thank you for listening live. Oh, we're downloadable on iTunes also. And Jared's not here to say hang tight, dudes. So I will say hang tight, dudes. And that's a wrap. And tune in next week. We'll be back. Thank you, Bruno Amaral. Thank you, Fight Fans Radio.